I've said for years that human beings on a mass level often require cataclysm in order to snap them out of their trance. And that's what's happening here in this world right now, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is going to shit. Everything is being ruined. Wholesomeness and quality values are just out the window. People have lost their fucking minds beyond my ability to even be able to express it. And this isn't a message of negativity. It's just a message of the truth. The lust for truth should be stronger than your desire to feel comfortable in this world, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, many people have fallen into the trap of comfort, turning a blind eye at things, shuttering themselves from the hardcore truths of this material realm, this matrix. Most people are not even aware that they exist in a puzzle of illusions, a very ingeniously fabricated mind control arena that we call reality currently. It's remarkably unfortunate. It's sad. And it's disturbing and, in my opinion, disgusting beyond words, but it is what it is. We have to make the most of this. So, walking the razor's edge and fulfilling or living the hero's journey does not come without strife. Was it not Christ who told you that through great wisdom comes great suffering, great strife? It's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Christ also constantly warned you of the evil of this world. So to all of you people who want to tell me that I'm a fearmonger for trying to warn you of the very hardcore insanity in this world that's running the show, you can throw your words at me all you want. Yap. It is what it is. You see, there is a malevolent force in this dimension that's hijacked into the politicians, it's hijacked into people in positions of power, and it's working through them to corrupt the human gene pool. It's working through them to terraform this reality, which was designed to be a literal Garden of Eden on steroids. They're turning it into a dystopia, the likes of which many people have no clue. They have no ability, to be able to fathom in their current brainwashed state. So the programming is remarkably extensive, the mind control is remarkably extensive, and most people who think that they're free from it are still in its clutches. My channel has always been a warning system, an alarm system, but also a message of hope. Alarms are loud, repetitive, and obnoxious. I can't speak today. So we really do have to sit back and ask ourselves, what's most important in life? Is it holding on to the illusions because they make you feel good? Or is it becoming stronger by facing the truth, developing courage, walking the razor's edge, fulfilling the hero's journey, going up the hill, going up the mountain, instead of staying on the sheep or slave plantation, ladies and gentlemen? We should all follow in the footsteps of the goat, not the sheep. The goat climbs to the top of the mountain. It's fearless. To quote Dr. Reverend Phil Valentine, what do sheep do? Well, they stand in their little confined area, staring at the back of the other sheep's ass. They are easily flocked. They are easily led in whatever direction the sheep herder guides them towards. But everybody wants to get along to go along, or go along to get along, however it goes. It's true. You see, most people aren't privy to the fact that we are fallen angels. We have the ability to become enlightened through Kundalini rising. In this culture, the way it's set up, this material realm of illusions, the way it's set up, like a hologram within a hologram within a hologram, this world, this culture, etc., this reality is designed to thwart your spiritual evolution and to keep you from unlocking the gems of the dragon, the gems of Horus, the wisdom of Quetzalcoatl. So it takes your gnosis, it takes your divine birthright of communion with the source through Kundalini, and it shatters it into a million little pieces. And it leaves you here in this material realm And what do people do? Well, they go along to get along, or they get along to go along, right? Everybody wants to fit in with everybody. It's insanity. It's absolute insanity, folks. If we only had a reference point to what we could be, this world would be a different place, because people would know fundamentally that they're living in a state of hypnosis if they had that reference point, if they had that an experience with gnosis, if they had an experience outside of what they view as being normal, the day and to-day monotony, right? The grind, the hustle to make ends meet, burning the candle at both ends, thinking it's normal because you don't have a reference point. This body, this mind is designed to be merged with God through Christ, Christ being the risen Kundalini, God being the monad, the secret, true, and living hidden God within our genes, connected to the pleroma, the realm of lights. Now my message, this channel, etc., it's hard for me with my channel or with my message to convey just how extensive the fall of man and woman has been or is. It's remarkable, you guys. We are living in a simulation of sorts, operating on our lower mind, operating on the lowest energetic output of this divine machine, this body, this cell suit, this avatar. Wow. Again, we need a reference point, folks. We need to awaken that spark within and shatter the illusions that the archons have put over this world. You see, the archons work with the politicians, folks. The archons are jacked in like avatars into the flesh of these tyrants that like to masquerade as our saviors, right? Madness of the highest degree. Antichrist movement. That's what this is. This is an antichrist movement, folks. Christ being the risen Kundalini. What do you think the antichrist is, folks? I have videos where I explain this. Christ is the risen Kundalini. When it gets into the head, when Heru is beheaded, the sins of the world are released and you see things through the first eye. The right and left lobe of the brain is there's no schism anymore. Kind of like that Tool song. And there's just pure unification. The lovers united, the divided aspects of yourself are merged through Kundalini rising, and you experience the bliss and the nirvana and the samadhi of Buddha. You experience the bliss, the divine nectar of the angelic spheres, the seraphim. Wow. Have we been led astray and been sold a bill of goods, folks? But luckily, we're looking through all of this and seeing it all, and we're finding loopholes. We're hacking into the matrix and finding backdoor methods to escape the programming, to liberate ourselves, to take care of our bodies, our minds, to sanctify the consciousness through the alchemical process of transmogrification and transmutation and distillation within. This channel is a warning system, but it's also a message of hope. Humanity's destiny is to the stars and beyond, folks. It's not this madness that we're experiencing here in this world right now. Why do you think there's so much suffering? Why do you think there's so much turmoil? Why do you think there's so much miscommunication and war and all this stuff? It's because we are not operating on the right software. God's software is the Kundalini energy. God's software is the constant evolution of the DNA and the genes through this energy rising. But what do you see when you look around? You see sickness everywhere. You see a complete bastardization of the gene pool. You see the decay of the DNA. You see a decay of the human species. You see war. You see madness. But you also have that glimmer of hope, right? Because in all of this, you still see the spark of the divine in people. And that's what we should all pray for, folks. That's what we should all fight for. The mass awakening of gnosis through the spark within, Kundalini rising. That is going to be our way out of this insanity. And I believe that if we put our minds together and our hearts, even though we're heavily outnumbered by the enemy, we can make massive shifts here in this world. So don't you dare try to ever call me a fearmonger sheep. All of these people who want to sit back and act like everything's okay and you should just ignore everything because focusing on the evil gives birth to it. How mentally ill are you? Do you think this is normal? If your mother fell off a boat into a pool of sharks or into an ocean full of sharks and they were about to eat her, would you just act like if I focus on her being eaten, she'll be eaten? No. You realize the threat and you do something about it. You mobilize and you move. Stop thinking that focusing on the evil is going to give it some type of fuel to make it bigger, when it's focusing that allows us to strategically counteract their movements. I'm tired of this shit. What a joke. What a scam. What a bamboozlement. All this new age shit has got people so brainwashed and they're not even aware of it. If I focus on this, it's going to give birth to it. Please. Most people don't have any control over their thoughts to begin with. Acting like you're a co-creator with evil if you focus on it? No, it's through focusing on the enemy in their movements that we counteract their movements and outsmart them, folks. Jesus Christ. In my opinion, God hates cowards. And sitting back and just acting like everything's okay when you know it's not. You know deep down it's not. Who are you kidding other than yourself? Get the minerals into your body. Get the healthy fats into your body, folks. Feed your brain. Get the alpha brain into your body. Take it for a month straight. Try it. Make movement. Make haste. Get the rubber to meet the road. Get the friction moving, or make it so there is friction, so the vehicle of your health can move forward. Proper nourishment, adequate exercise and rest, meditation, the inner temple, all of these things will rejuvenate your mind and your body. And through the rejuvenation process, your mind will blossom. You'll be able to see past the illusions that you were prior entrapped by. There's a method to this madness, or there's a method to the madness of what I teach, folks. Break the chains. I believe in you. I love you all, and may peace be with you.